Good Omens final has been out for, what, 3 days? That's actually, I don't know, insane. But yeah, 3 days. So how do I, like, I understand, okay, you have your own opinion. This is not the conventional, this is me talking about the final, alright, what the, sorry, things are popping up. Is it, oh my god. There. And in my, maybe not the ending you expected, or wanted. Why did it just do that? Is the ending we thought? Yes, it wasn't 6 episodes, and 6 episodes would have been nice. Would have done way more flashbacks, I think, way more Julie. We would have done his angel name and all that. We lost a lot of stuff in just an hour. I understand that. Stop popping up! I understand that. This would be, yeah, I understand it's frustrating, but taking it out on people who made this, and this isn't everyone. Some people don't like it. They've said the reasons. I'm just not gonna look at the posts and like it, because I don't agree. So I'm just gonna put not interested. Okay, you have your own opinion. I just don't agree with it, so I'm not gonna like it. There's no point in liking it if I don't agree with it. You have your own opinion. I understand that opinion. But it's the people who take it out. I don't think anybody's taking it out on the actors so far. Like David or Michael. Taking it out on Rachel Delily. I really hope I said her name right. I don't know. Maybe it's not my... This video's not gonna be seen by anyone. It's not my place to say it since I've only been watching the Roman since October. And I didn't have to wait years. I didn't even have to wait a year. But we all thought of that the same characters. And I'm certain the ending was probably the only ending that did make sense. No matter what, they would have lived in that universe with abusers. Best way to put it. They could never be happy in a world with Todd. The ending that we got was the best ending, and if you don't understand, don't watch them. And obviously, a bit of spoiler, like in the daps and in the title. Six episodes would have cleared a lot up. Probably thought I'd clarified a bit more about if like, we donated like every few centuries. None of the seasons, season 1, 2, and probably the first like hour of season 3 are not done anymore. I know that sounds stupid, but that's how I see it. They're not done anymore. The done version is Anthony, Julie, and Aswell. I don't know how to say his name, but I think it's like that. And that's a happy ending. And I'm not seeing the interview, so I just, you can't take my comment for it, but people saying that Michael Sheen hated the thing. I don't think he hated the ending. I think he found it bittersweet. I think he found it sweet. I think he found it nice. I think he found that the buffer one. I think it's just sad that ended and they didn't get the normal 6 episodes. It was jammed into 1 long hour episode, and the 1 hour episode, it's rushed, but it's not too rushed. Like, that is what I was most worried about. Was the ending being bad? And it wasn't. Yes, he annoyed me. I see it fell in the first half. Not the point where I hated him, just the fact of how kind of arrogant he is towards Jolie. But you also see his point of view, and I think they did that really well. Also, now this is something that's untrue, that people want Neil Damon back. Just a few months ago, people were saying, but people are like, happy. Rachel Delille is I'm really sorry if I can't say her name. Rachel Delille is doing it because they're like, there's over the allegations against Neil. I don't think anybody in the fandom likes him anymore, or at least doesn't like him until it's proven not guilty. I'm pretty sure he has been proven guilty, but I've not read into it. No, it's another thing with Michael is just the ending was perfect. I think people would hate it less if it was 6 episodes, or if we did a spin-off. I do want a spin-off, honestly. With them, I would like to have a spin-off before they do generally too old to play the part. Not saying they're old, I mean like Ian Selton took ages to play, and the actor was already like what, in his 50s, and he was in his 30s when Big Bang started. Like what, late 40s, early mid 50s when it actually started. For Ian Selton, I think a spin-off would be great, or at least some information about Julie's name. It's the fact that Rachel Delille has actually explained herself for the ending, which makes it worse. No, she doesn't have to do that. If you don't like the ending, fair enough. Nobody's asking you to. People just want you to be respectful. And I know this is probably something stupid to rant about, but it still annoyed me. That people are generally like dressed in and probably harassing her on Twitter and maybe Instagram, but I've mainly been on Twitter, obviously, or X. I didn't wait 7 years or 5 or how many years most people have been waiting. I waited since October. That's not a lot, I know. I still don't attach to the characters. Bobby does as much as you have. We're all attached to the characters. Even if we watched the last month, we're attached. We're all in the same fandom. I get people does not liking other people's posts, but it's how disrespectful people are, and it's normally people who don't like the show that are being respectful to the people who like the show. Like, people who didn't enjoy the ending are the ones, but it's probably both sides. People have generally plot people. This has not happened to me. I have just been hearing stories, and honestly, they've been proof. People have happened to plot people because of it. People have plot people just because they like the show, not ending. It's an ending that is happy. Devastating, yes. Julian and Sable never got together, never existed. They could have never have existed with a God. Some people's arguments are, these are just random people. Anthony and Asa are just random people. We want inevitable husbands. Yes. Okay, maybe all the jazz found each other. Every dad has a happy ending. They found each other, probably in every lifetime, every universe. It's not random people. It's still them. It's their souls. That's why in like 20 seconds, Asa fell in love with Anthony. Anthony fell in love with Asa. In like the first 20 seconds of meeting. And people are like, oh, and Jolie would never act like that. This isn't Jolie. This is Angel Jolie. Anthony is just the Angel Jolie, happy to learn about stars, to be happy, to ask questions and not be hot for it. It's not just it, so honestly. It acts like, I don't know how they're gonna end this. That was probably the best ending. 1 hour. 1 hour and 22 minutes, I'm pretty sure, is not enough. And I agree, it isn't. 9 episodes would have been better. 6 episodes would have been better. But we don't what we don't. They might try and explain some things. They might release a book. I'm pretty sure that did happen with like a lot of other shows. Like the Owl House and Basil did doing a book which continues since that was cancelled. And I don't know the reason why it's 90 minutes. And yeah, maybe it's because so didn't want to do 6 episodes. Fair enough. Maybe it's the thing they was just going to be all slow and wrapped up. Fair enough. Maybe 2 episodes would be nice. 3. I don't think Michael. I've seen pictures of it. I've not watched it. So don't take my word. But I don't think he hates the ending. I think he loves it. I think he's just sad that it was rushed. It ended. And I think he would do a spin-off. Something for it. And work with David Dent in a heartbeat. I think David would be the same. I don't think anybody loves the Dowders more than David and Michael. They are literally them. So hate all you want. Hate the ending. It's your opinion. Don't go after the writers unless they've literally... No, there is no unless. Don't go after the writers if they've done nothing more but made an ending that you're not happy with. Unless the ending is so bad, does not like the characters. Still don't harass them, but at least you have a reason to not like the writers. See what a happy ending. That was a happy ending. That was probably the best ending we could have had, and I think they would have touched up on it. Like Anthony and that's relationship a bit more if we had 6 episodes, but we don't. It's over now. The show, I have seen this on it as well. I'm just gonna take this line. I can't remember who, and if I did, I would definitely do it. I basically had an aswell profile, which doesn't narrow it down, but they said the irony of the show being about about not being on anyone's side, and the fandom now on different sides. Why don't we just all agree? Right? You might not like the ending. Then we just all agree that was probably the best ending they could have done without it being stupid, forced. Vin's ending. Them having a full, happy, and my mum actually said this. She wished that they would have met earlier in life, and I agree. I think them meeting earlier in life, they might have met earlier, just never connected. I think we should just have a spin-off, have a book, have a TV series, have like an animated series, have canon fanfics from like, have people who can confirm the names. It's not worth having like a fan war over it. Some people are respectful, some people are like, I love the ending, and some people are like, oh, this ending makes no sense. Okay, you're on even sides. People actually said, what if it turns on to Romeo and Juliet and somebody doesn't like it, this or somebody does? That's probably gonna happen. And then what? We're just gonna put on what the show's trying to tell us not to be? Isn't that the shit? So I honestly, your opinion's valid. I don't agree, so I'm not gonna let you boast. I'm not gonna favour it, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna put not interested and move on. Because yeah, your opinion's valid, but I don't have the same opinion, and I'm not gonna div you into action. If I div you into action, then all the other ones don't agree, and if I don't agree with it, then I'm just gonna be not interested. And then you and other people who agree with your opinion and do your own thing while I do the stuff that I like. And this whole thing with Michael about if he's anti you, I don't want to say it, but if you know anything, he's not. He blocked people who were harassing him, I don't think he does. Like, he death is an important thing. But personally, I do about the people being affected and all that. But I don't have an opinion on it. It's not my place. I don't care. I'm not being affected by it. I have no opinion on it. Because it's not that I don't care when I mean me. But I think Mido's probably the same. Not saying that I'm like Mido or he's like me. It's just the fact that I don't think he really has an opinion on the matter because he's not being affected by it. He's in fucking Wales. I don't think he wants to hear about politics and everything that's happening away from where he is. I just, like, okay, fine, post stuff. I think this is literally what he said. Post whatever you want, but I don't think he wants to be harassed. Like, it's an artist, so I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know what's happening on David's side. I don't think David's been as harassed since Facebook's like, I don't think it's as bad as Twitter. It's bad, but I don't think it's as bad. It's just, I love this show. I will rewatch it once I process the full ending, of course. It's a good ending. I don't think they could have done it any other way, but I would have not. I think them being together would have been nice, but they both knew. I see if I was just, but he knew. Both him and Trolley wanted to be together, but they knew they could never be together with a dog. Be happy with heaven, hell, demons, angels. And that's the whole point of it. Some people are missing that. Some people did it, but they aren't happy the fact that we have the human Fuzzins and not the actual Fuzzins that we have, and I understand that. But it's the only one we got until they confirm theories people have. We might never get unless they post a book. Unless they release a book. Or, I don't know. I just said so, honestly. And yeah, I have no word in it. I might not have no word in it. And maybe I haven't suffered as much as people who have since 2019. 2023, 22, whenever. But I started in October, and since then I have watched Bright Young Things, Doctor Who, still watching Doctor Who, but I've started with the 10th. Staged ending. It gave me too much season 2 vibes of the Omens that I don't like it. And my mum even calls it the breakup scene with them two. And obviously I know they're both straight, but that's questionable sometimes. Listen, just be respectful of other people's opinions. If you don't agree, just be not interested, stroll past. Some people even they have made in tip chats, but they kept saying 16, 18-year-olds. I'm like a few years away from that, but yeah. The actors were great. The directors, the producers, the writers. The only thing I think they could have done better was have 6 episodes and explain a bit more. The side plot of Jesus? Nah, no, some people, yeah. But I think with 6 episodes we would have seen a bit more. And I love how when Jolie holds Michael's wrist, this is off topic, but holds Michael's wrist like that and then kneels down, she doesn't flinch, she doesn't move away, she doesn't draw him. And I get she's insane now, but it really feels like an older sibling with a younger sibling. No, she flinches when a sailor's near her, but she doesn't flinch when Jolie grabs her wrist. Like, she gets the shot, just, oh, someone's grabbed my wrist, and then just bites his hand off, and then allows him to kneel beside her, and then when the Silver tries to, she looks at him, and he slowly kneels down. Oh, not slowly, but like slowly didn't kneel down. That I like. Does it kind of looks like Jolie was like a whole discipline. I would like to see Jolie interact with the other angels. I think he was an archangel. I think his name might maybe have been Raphael. I mean, we've not seen any of the other archangel names besides a few, besides the main ones. But yeah. So this is a different one. I'll probably be recording tonight. Probably not release it tonight, but be record. Maybe record the now, not the now, but like about daylight. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. This was very different than other ones. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.